One is why we are saying that government need to think big, strategic, and must step in. What we are trying to say is that because we are addressing a strategic sector, until and unless we build IP in security space, we will not be able to graduate to the next level. And that IP, particularly belonging to, in the area of strategic systems, has to be in-house controlled, like other nations are doing that to us. So that is the reason we are saying that because if you look at US 40 years back, there were no Microsoft, there was no Intel, there was no SAP. None of these companies existed. But when they came, it is that unique characteristics of that country to safeguard the IP. And today, in IT alone, they have multi-trillion dollar worth of IP. So what we are saying is that this is a strategic niche which will touch anything and everything we do with IT. And therefore, if the government steps in and gives a trigger to this, then we can, sort of do that IP or value creation part of it. That was the idea of saying this. The other part which you mentioned, that we are one of the best. Yes, indeed, we are one of the best. And I think this impression has been all along in many minds that people come to India just because we are cheaper software coders. It's really not so. As I said earlier, the 400 plus companies owned by the overseas companies like the Microsoft, Intel, IBM, you name any, all of them have their product development centers, engineering centers in India. And some of them have people who are 500 in numbers to 10,000 people. So it's, not because they feel that they're cheaper here, because they are building actually their IP here. And I've seen one of the US Security Engineering Institute's report, which says that why people go to India for software development, particularly some of the defense contractors, homeland security contractors in the US, because the number of errors per 1,000 lines of code produced by an Indian engineer is far too less than an average US engineer. So that is the reason.
Thank you, sir. We are exactly time's up.